your spirit. I don't know. It's just I'm around. Like it's just when you see people and you hear what they say, you're just like, oh my god, I wish you just knew. That's all it is. I just wish they knew. But
Mhm.
besides all that, we're here for Power of the Subconscious Mind, and the two chapters we're going over does have to deal with wealth. So chapter 9 and 10. 9 is how to use your power of the subconscious for wealth, and the second one is your right to be rich. Chapter 10.
Yes.
So we're just gonna combine those in a way because we know
And
it's
a
pretty
lot,
repetitive.
we can actually blend what we're just talking about into this when it comes to like spiritual wealth, because that is something
Ooh.
that is more important than the tangible, than the physical, like the material
Yeah.
of it all. So spiritual wealth is a thing.
It's a thing. It's a real thing. A complete thing.
So how would
I
you
can.
define spiritual wealth?
So your how you respond, how you, I want to say react, but yeah, how you respond to matters of like energy. Okay, how can I? It's like mastery, emotional mastery.
Sorry.
Like
Sorry.
that's the best way I could describe. Like spiritual wealth is mastery of yourself. Like you're
Mm,
aware, you can tap in. Like you know the second you're falling off. You know that, like you know when you're up there. You know when to tap in. Hi, what's up, Mug?
hi.
Thank you. But you, that's to me, that's spiritual wealth, is the knowing, like, and is the doing and the applying what you
Mm-hmm.
do. So for example, like when there's a time like call for you to pray, call for you to not call on God or your higher power, like all that stuff, like that is spiritual wealth, spiritual currency, like being able to hear that inner voice or that outer voice, whatever you want to call it, and
Yeah.
like be able to
Mm-hmm.
hear and follow your path, in the way that you should go. And you're spiritually wealthy, I guess, when you are receiving the messages and actually doing the work. I believe that's spiritual wealth. Or when you fall and you can pick yourself back up really quickly. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm
No.
finding like the word spiritual is it, because when I'm
No, I
speaking of
definitely.
hmm?
I'm just saying, I definitely am following along. I know exactly what you're saying. It makes sense. You
Hmm.
explained it exactly right.
Yeah, because a lot of people when you hear spiritual, you just think of like church,
Church, religion,
Yeah.
or you
or
think about
religion and
religion
stuff
or
like
something
that.
like that, right?
And
Exactly.
when I'm talking about spirit, I'm talking about me, God,
Yeah.
connected, and
Mhm.
Bible,
Hmm.
yeah. You
Like
Mhm.
know,
your own self,
like
you
I
know?
have a personal relationship with my creator. Like I can literally like
Mhm.
say what it is I want, need, and I get answers. I get responses. I've never going without knowing. You know, I'm never unsure. I know when this is happening, it's because of this. When this is not happening, it's because of that.
That's true. Another one, as far as like spiritual wealth, is also understanding other people's words and behaviors is not, it's a reflection of them and not you. And
Yeah.
understanding that is such a great relief, like freedom of the mind.
Right.
Like such a huge one, particularly with family, because you take their feedback very personally,
Hmm. Hmm.
and realizing that it's really well. I was in a conversation with somebody yesterday, like, you know what, it's like you're a canvas for them to just like, paint a reflection of themselves. It's like,
Yes.
oh wow, that's really good. That is, so understanding that alone is like amazing
Right.
because it frees
And
you.
that's that words are spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a thing. You know, they say the power of life and death is there.
Just in
I
the
was talking
time.
to someone last night about a certain celebrity that is going through something at the moment, and I said, what celebrities do, like their music is very important. The songs that you're constantly singing, the words that are coming out of your mouth over and over and over again, talking about losing your mind and being
Mm-hmm.
possessed, the devil on you, and oh, they
Whew.
gonna die, like all that stuff. It's repeated affirmation. And think about the celebrities that are singing those same lyrics over and over and
Over and
over and
over.
over and over, and then the crowds of people that are singing, like
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like why? And that's why I was saying I was tapping into a lot of low vibrational, low frequency things, because sometimes you just listen to the radio and you need that little, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
not not to say you need it, you know.
Yeah.
Not
Wait, what?
oh my god.
I'm
But
here.
yeah,
She be disappearing, not me though.
do you know that person? Hi.
I don't know. I don't know. Did I? No idea. I'm following them. Oh, sensu beans. Okay,
Me and her
sensu.
enemies. It's like casting a spell on yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know what it is. Yeah.
right. That's what. Wait. Is it a beef thing?
No, it's not a beef. It's he's fun. I know who it
Because
is.
he's in the request. So
Okay, it's not a beef thing. No, he's just like a fun troller for me. No, he's not even a troller though. It's a
is it safe? Is it safe,
It's
Muna?
safe. It's
Or
safe because I'm following him and I'm following under 100 people. So he must have
okay.
changed his name. What was your? Why did you change your name? What's your name?
Sorry about
Anyway,
that.
I'm gonna let him talk.
Yeah, man, it's the fact that she don't
Intermission,
remember
guys.
nothing.
What
No.
happened?
And I'm not
Okay,
gonna
first
let
of
her.
all, we're doing self-serve Sunday, so everything is
I
within
know,
right
man.
now.
Mona, it's been a thing, you know. You probably meet a lot of Jamaicans, a lot of people from the island, but now you got to figure out who this is
I
because
know
this
who
isn't
you
even
are.
really my
I
real
know you're
accent and
you
all
try
that.
to
You
dance,
should know.
you try to
Oh,
cook, you
yeah.
live in the woods.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was your screen name?
What?
You
You
said
call that
Bumba
wood?
Clash.
Exactly. You see, you try to
I'm
do
sorry, you guys. We need this little intermission. I'm enjoying
I
this.
don't like her
this is
anymore. I
intermission.
gotta go.
But you change his name. That's what it is. Bumbo Clot.
Yeah, I know. That's
You
so
go
funny.
My
make the back
goodness.
of my,
Bumbo Clash.
the girl make the back of the neck itch, you know.
Anyways, so yeah,
That's
there you go.
so
But anyways, he knows I know who he is because, like
No,
I
he
said, I
did. He
follow
did that
under
by accident. He's like,
the
what the
under.
hell?
Anyways, but
real.
yeah, Emmy, you're so right. It's like casting a spell when we're singing these songs, and it's like a larger
Right.
energy because it's a lot more people.
Right. Hmm.
All right, just make sure you
I'm gonna go.
Energy,
I'm gonna
energy
how
put you
you
guys
healing.
doing?
in speak mode. Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you
Hold
ready?
on, y'all. Cause we're about to get in. We're about to get into it. Okay, let me not hang up on you, Muna. Hold on. Okay, there you are. But yes. So, yes, words are casting a spell. Okay. Now, this is why I believe in positive affirmations. But in remember in these chapters, it talks about not the I am part of it, but just the word part of it. You remember? You
Mhm.
know. But listen, you guys, the things that you say, right, are so
Mhm.
important. Like, let's say, like, and this is for myself too. When we negatively speak down and on and whatever, we are now manifesting those things within our own lives. That's why it's choose your words very wisely, like
Mhm.
very very wisely.
Yep.
I listen. I know this person, and I tell people this story all the time. But she used to say that this guy she knows looks like this Pokemon character, and she would
Mhm.
always make fun of him. And oh God, like I feel sorry for whoever had his babies. They would look just like. And she kept saying, I swear to you guys, she had a child, and that child looks exactly like God is my witness, like what that girl was talking about, so negatively on somebody
Are you
over and over.
serious?
I on everything I love,
Wow.
and I was talking about that, right?
That's
The moment
crazy.
you do I am, it becomes a
And
manifestation.
then she caught a Pokemon. There we
Like,
go. She
yes.
caught one.
No,
Look
no,
what
but you know what?
happened.
But it's because it goes to show. Like I remember, because people, I used to take my face like, yo, don't be talking about people's kids, until you have your own, eh? Like I always tell
Mhm.
people, like, watch your words, and
You
that was
better
even
wait.
before I knew all of that stuff. It was just, it never felt right with me. Like, how are we gonna sit here and just tear up people how they look? Like this is the way God made them. I,
Exactly.
you
And the
know,
babies
but
of all kind. The babies. Leave the babies alone.
right. I never understand why people talk about people's kids. I think that is so
Hmm.
deplorable. It's ridiculous.
That's
But
true.
anyways, you guys watch your words. If you want some affirmation cards, you guys, I actually do have affirmation cards, and thanks to Muna, they are available digitally. But you got to send me a
Yeah.
message.
Do it,
I
girl.
didn't listen. I did not put them on the site, but I do have the files and stuff like that, you guys. And honestly,
Amazing.
like they are life changing. They're well being affirmations, like things like if you just say these things over and over again to yourself, like you're gonna have an amazing life. Like as far as I'm concerned,
Like
like
it.
there are times where like I need my cards, like, but because the affirmations are ingrained in my mind, but sometimes like to have the actual physical one,
Mm-hmm.
or even on your phone, you have an affirmation pinned up. Yes, affirmations are key to a better
They are.
life.
Yep. And one thing is like people like since with society we do have things that tell us things are going wrong, and we have these habits of saying things like, "Oh, money is evil." Da 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 da. Like the book talks about how your relationship with money, like you need to, like you said, be careful about the things you say.
Hmm.
Like stop saying shit. Like I know it sounds like I don't know, like saying I'm broke. You may not have money at the moment, but saying things like I'm broke, exactly. I'm
The
broke,
same
or
time you
money
said
is
it,
so
she put it there.
evil. Exactly. Or like when you see somebody who is wealthy and it talks about envy also, like having those envious feelings. Yeah, you may be mad at somebody having more money or being broke. Yeah, being broke.
I have
All of that. Like
never,
being envious
ever,
of
ever,
somebody else,
ever said that.
that will not. And I'm telling you, from my own experience too, I even when I was like listening to the book and it was saying things like even little things like when you compare yourself to somebody else, oh they may be like in a certain place because it looks like they make more money than you, and you're just like, oh why am I not there? Why do they have it? All of that stuff, you're speaking it to yourself.
Right,
And I learned that too because it was a moment after college and I'm looking at my friends like, damn, like, why do they have, what I'm saying? Like, I had those thoughts. I didn't speak it. My outward expression to people is to encourage them and be happy for them. But my inside, I know I was just like, damn, I'm not where I want to be. They got this, they got that. But eventually I had to learn to get over that shit because it
right,
took me nowhere but ignoring to go out, ignoring to meet up with people because I'm just feeling like so down about myself, embarrassed about what I thought my reflection of myself was, my idea of myself. I was embarrassed by it until I had to, like, you know what? You cannot ignore your friends because they're in a certain place that you're not at. Because now
hmm,
you're just isolating yourself.
right,
And let me tell you, things have gotten a lot better once I got let go. Now it's like, I'm not bragging. I'm definitely not where I want to be, but but having that abundant mindset alone, like tells me, like, I know I'm about to, like, I know it's in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm
yeah,
gonna work towards my passion now, and it
exactly,
did say like that does bring more wealth. But
right,
what was I gonna say? One thing. I'm not where I want to be. But an example of, I guess, like how I really applied it, and I was shocked. I'm like, I don't even know how I moved on from this, but the lovely app called BIGO, they've held back a lot of pay from me, and I was just like, I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. I'm here like writing letters to them, like email and everything. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let it go. Let it go.
right, right,
It's,
right.
it's gonna come back to me tenfold. Just let it go and just focus
Period.
on self-serve Sunday and just do that because I'm not gonna chase that money right now. It wasn't meant for me. There's more for me to come.
Oh, straight
I
up,
just let it go.
especially on this app. This is an app where, like, you know what I mean. I feel like, it's a money chaser, and it definitely changes people's character. Their everything about them changes.
Baby.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah, and Muna, it's good that you can still hold your peace, and yeah, like trust me, I've had so much things taken away from me too, and you know what I mean. And it's like, sometimes you just have to accept what it is and just let them go along with it. You know?
exactly. Yeah, the thing said, like, the book was saying, like, you need to be able to release money and understand that it will come back to you even
Right.
more. If you
I
don't
Exactly.
want
have
to release it, you just want to keep it and hoard it and everything.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you're thinking
Exactly.
lack.
I have a story. I have a story. It has to do with Beagle. When I first started the app, I knew nothing about it. This guy that's already been on the app, he was at 300K. I was at 10K. Okay, he finessed the hell out of me. Recharge, show me this, show me that. Blah, blah, blah. I did all that. He didn't pay me back for 6 months. But listen what happened, you guys. That month that he was supposed to pay me back, when the quota used to be 10K, I did 300K. My numbers passed his. He already been on the app how long before me? Because you know why? I released it. I was like, you know what? It's a donation. I hope it serves you, right? One
Mm-hmm.
day One day, 6 months later, you guys, I'm on a multi chilling. All of a sudden, I see Shia, 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 Shia. I was like, whoa, 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 just randomly. I did drag him a little in the, like when it first happened, you guys. But then is when I decided to, you know what, forget it, just take it, because you know what, God always provides things for me. Guess what happened? Just that.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen. I
You
don't
really
want to
got
say too
to.
much, but try.
Like,
And I'm
like,
like, her name,
yeah.
yo, it's so funny. Yo,
Damn,
Bigo
Bigo
is
broke.
hilarious. That's a testimony right there. It's best to
That
be
is.
genuine, supportive, cultural start. Right. But guess
That.
what? It was my second week on the app. I didn't even know, because I didn't get no training or nothing. Like when I started the app, it was just like, let's go figure it out, you know. So I had no idea, and he was just like, "Oh, help me get to my quota." And then the next day, he called me. He's like, "Oh, I did the math wrong. I need a little more." So then the next day, I it was horrible, but
Wrong.
that karma bit him.
Bit him in the
And
ass.
I still think he's like 2 shields short, but we gonna let that go. Like we let the first one.
Girl, let me tell you,
I
your
told
old
my recruits
founder ran
that
off with my
first month.
dragon.
Thank you, Miko.
I'm
I
gonna
tell
say,
all my new recruits that the first month of hosting is free. Ooh,
look
thank
at that,
you.
Bigo broke. We're just, I don't know, our energy is just too strong in here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man.
Coochie scoops.
That
That's it.
ooh, thank you. Hey. Peace, hoodie. But yeah, no, trust me. I tell that too. I'm like, you guys, your first month, test your audience. Like, put out your content and see what people like. He said no.
Mm-hmm.
You allowed to say that word? The law of reciprocity is very real. Exactly. What word? Did I give you permission? Oh my god.
TN. Oh, because I remembered his Instagram name is Coochie Scoops.
Thank you.
I, I'm trying to remember his old Bigo name.
I'm over him. He's over
I
there
know, I'm telling you.
with a bunch of raw meat in my face, making my stomach turn. I'm like, oh.
That's a raw beef, though.
I'm like, what is this? Oh, now he has Himalayan salt. Okay, we can. Do you want me to unmute you? Wait, hold on. Before we do that, Muna, what else is going on in this chapter?
Okay, in this
You
chapter,
guys, we are talking
it does
about
talk
wealth.
about that, and just talks about how, if you're saying one thing about money, but then you really want to rich, you really want it, but you're saying something else, it will create that mental conflict in your own self. So you really have to be honest with yourself and question yourself, like, do I really, just, it creates mental disturbance with yourself, you know, because you want to be rich and yet you're hating on rich people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, celebrate your people. Give people their
Mm-hmm.
flowers when they're, like,
Exactly.
celebrate your people, because
Mm-hmm.
that is the biggest way, like the book says, to block your
Exactly.
blessings. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you
And it's
so
saying,
much.
and the part that's is like the, what's it called? You have the right to be rich. Like, we all really do. And it talks about
Mhm.
riches, not just to say it's in the currency sense, but in different ways. Like you're talking about spiritual wealth. Like we all have the right. It's just really up to you to know it in your subconscious, because then the subconscious will make sure those things come about in your actions and your interactions. Like
Yeah.
you have the right. Like people like, what's wrong with being rich? Like, and it's not even a selfish sense. It's you that puts the energy into it. Yes, we have the Bill Gates in them who are evil as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you're not Bill Gates,
Mhm.
so don't think that everybody's energy is as evil as those people. I don't like Bill Gates, so I'm bringing him as an example. But whatever.
Right. Does anybody like it?
All right. Melinda Gates likes him, but
Nobody likes him.
Oh, you
From
never know.
thank you.
that's true. But just saying, like, it's really your energy, like what you're doing with the money, that defines what it is. If it's gonna be evil, if it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like if and how you acquire it. So like you have the right to be. Because let me tell you, it's really just a tool that makes your life a little simpler to do things. You know. And as long as you align your spirit and your own values in the right path, money will not turn you to become this evil person that people are so afraid they'll become. or
Exactly.
because your parents and society have told you money is the root of all evil and all that stuff, and now you're taking it on. Like, no, you have the right to be. Don't deny yourself of it.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Look at
money
the
is, yeah,
comments,
it's a good
Mona.
associate. Like, it's really just an associate. That's all it
Mhm.
is. And that's
Exactly.
like when you know that too, it makes it easier for you to release it. It makes it easier for
Right.
you to not feel like, oh, I gotta buy this stock. Everybody's making so much money with Tesla and
Yeah.
Bitcoins. No, because you know there's always gonna be something coming along to help you make money when you're ready. It's all about your own timeline. Do not
Yep.
live on people's timeline. Live on your own timeline.
Trust me.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It is the root of all evil.
Preach, Mona.
For sure. I'm
hmm
telling you, man.
I don't. It's not the root of all evil.
Not
It's
all evil.
Yeah, it's a tool
Oh, the
that
love of
also,
it.
yeah, that's what I guess the book is trying to say. Like, do not put the evil on the money. Put the evil on the person that puts the evil on the money. It's not money,
Exactly.
because thinking that alone will move money away from you in the
Right.
spiritual sense.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Period. It's not
It's
money,
not.
because
It.
to
You
me,
won't be magnetic. Yeah. Of
yeah, because
course.
to me, money is a tool. Like, I've used money in different ways. I'm just like, it is not evil. I've given
Yep.
money to family and friends, and they say they can't pay back, and I get annoyed with it. But I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. It was meant for you. God passed the money through me to give to you. And guess
Preach
Right.
what?
on.
Right.
Life is getting better. Like, I just, like, I'm not going to see it as evil. Because when you see it as evil, then I will be mad that I'm not getting my money back and all that stuff. And just be, like, super paranoid. Like, no, I'm not going to help out. And I definitely see in the foresight that God has given me, Spirit has given me, I definitely see a lot more coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Insight and foresight is a thing, man. I'm telling you. When you're able to make that like adjustment in your life, when you're like, you know what, like enough of this, and you're able to see the light, like almost, and like move yourself away from like certain energies that like never is, like it's not lifting you up, it's not taking you nowhere, it's not stimulating your mind. You know what I mean? Like I think all of that like plays a huge play, and like being able to like free yourself and like see like a real world.
Exactly. Like, one example, I guess, when it comes to that is like, so the house, my house, I just rented it, and everybody just say no, don't get a property manager because you're wasting money, instead of paying somebody $200 a month to do that. And I'm just like, I get it, I fucking get it that I can save 200, but me, it's like, me having a property manager there saves me the time to be able to put onto things I actually love that will, trust me, bring me more money than renting a house.
Right.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
love
Like, for
that.
me, it's
I
like the
love that.
time it takes to communicate. I'm not a I'm a people person, but I'm not good at peopling. So like, I rather somebody else handle all that stuff so I can have the peace of mind that comes with it. So I'm using money as a tool. To me, that $200 is peace of mind she's given me. Like,
Exactly.
freedom of time and space for me to like actually put into my own creativity, which I'm planning on, making it. I'm saying it confidently now. In the back of my head, y'all know it's a lot of mental stuff here to get that confidence up to do it. But I know having that freedom of time will give me space to create versus, oh my God, my tenants. Because I worry a lot. So I don't want to worry about tenants. I'm just like, I don't even want to learn their names if I have the option, Because guess what? Why can't I be that person? You have lots of wealthy people who have lots of buildings. Do you think they know every tenant in there? No, they
Right.
don't know. They don't know their tenants. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to know my tenants. No, fuck it. Just put the
Exactly.
money in my bank and that's it. It is what it is. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, I gotta trade that. That's how I use money as a tool. Give me more
Yeah,
time to
I
create.
love that, Mona.
Yeah.
I honestly like. I'm a firm believer in paying people to do things that you can't see yourself doing it, but you need to get it done. Just pay someone to do it.
Exactly. Because that's just
Like,
time. Like,
there-
time to me is a more valuable currency.
exactly.
So,
There's a certain thing that I can do, right? But I
mhm.
know I don't want to do it. So I
Exactly.
pay somebody and they do it for me.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I feel so good. I don't have to worry because now that need is being met. That
hmm
person is now being, they're getting more for them. I'm
Exactly.
getting stress off me. My people are
Exactly.
getting what they need. It's like it's a beautiful, like harmonious thing, and
Exactly.
all it costs is like $200 a month.
Exactly.
like yours.
Like do that, yeah. Like I could definitely say, okay, a couple of years back when I was in my envious state of other people's wealth, I would have been like, let me keep that 200, baby, because I.
Right, forget about it.
But not anymore because I mean, it's just that's what it is. It is what it is, and that's how I see it.
No, I love it. I love the outlook. I love the mindset. You guys, thank you. We are talking about wealth, the power of the subconscious mind, and how it relates to wealth. This is a book by Joseph Murphy that we have been reading since the beginning of the year, and we will continue reading for the rest of the year. It's a long ass book.
It is. And
But
we've been taking our time to
incredible.
serve ourselves on certain Sundays. So if we're not here, it means we're serving ourselves. That's all.
Exactly, you guys. And we will not hesitate to cancel a self-serve Sunday, especially when Sundays are the day where it's like we get so much things done, but we never want to forget about ourselves. Let's
Right.
start our week off on a high note. Let's do everything that we can so that when we hit the ground running on Monday, there's nothing that we left unturned within ourselves.
Hmm.
During we encounter so many different people and personalities that can often affect our energy, our vibration. And so we want to be intentional about what we do and how we treat ourselves, how we love ourselves the highest way possible so that we can continue on in harmony.
Exactly.
Harmony.
Well, there's other
And
ways. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I just want to say one more thing. Just know, like in life, just know you're always doing well or you're always on the right track. When there's two or more gathered, and you know what I mean. It's like people don't want to see your success. Just know that you are gonna be successful, and you are a blessed child. And no matter what anybody says, or no matter how bad anybody tries to make you look, or no matter how much they try to tarnish like you or your image or whoever you are, just know that at the end of the day, you're blessed and you're always going to win.
Ooh,
Period.
That is amazing. That is, whew.
And
okay.
Y'all remember that and know that, okay? What she just said.
Write it down.
Yeah, that is so true.
Thank
We
you,
all really
Ashanti.
are blessed.
Thank you. I received the blessing because
Yes.
I know I'm blessed.
I
Okay.
know, right? Don't let them tell you
I
less.
know that's
You are blessed. Don't let them tell you less.
right. Period.
I like that one, Mona.
I know. She's
What?
really good.
I'm telling you, but positive vibration and positive energy is a real thing. Like I'm telling you, like you can tell the difference between the light and the dark, and it's like so clear as day. It's unbelievable, and it's like you can even see yourself. Like sometimes even people give themselves away, and sometimes you just have to sit back and laugh and be like, you know what? It was meant to be this way. It's supposed to be this way because you know what? I'm gonna be a winner. I have to succeed no matter what. You know what I mean? And that could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. It could be with anything, your job, your work, you like whatever your passion for. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I know what I'm passionate about, and no matter what, like you know, it's an Aries month or whatever. Sometimes you feel down or whatever, but you see when you're able to recognize it, and like what Queenie did, right? She's able to do a cleanse, and it's not like a cleanse where you go and make a smoothie or something or drink it, right? But you're able to like spiritual cleanse. Like I think that's when you have like growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Move up in life. You know what I'm saying? Yes, beauty,
Ooh,
beauty. I can't wait to see you here next week,
it's
eh, beauty?
it's
I
a
want to see
tick.
you up in the
Oh,
box. Yeah,
okay.
beauty.
Beauty. What's her
Yeah, if
And
thing?
anyone else wants to come up, I'll open up the pen.
y'all make sure you follow beauty. She's one of my peeps. You know what I mean?
She's a
Mm-hmm.
beauty. For real. I'm on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Baby.
she's in New Orleans enjoying life. Like man, yo, everybody's
Oh,
Okay,
traveling.
girl,
hi,
you better go ahead.
babe.
Every everybody's traveling except
Oh.
Spirit was like,
What's
shh.
up?
Spirit was
Not my
like,
I
nah.
gotta
business.
get out of here,
Spirit's like,
man.
you're not talking.
As
Yo, you
soon
got
as I'm
locked
done
up with
this,
the quickness, y'all. That shit was
does
hilarious.
oh I cannot wait to get out. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Listen, even if but
Yeah,
listen
them are
though.
renewing their passport.
But listen, I am not taking the vaccine, bro. Yo, I think
Oh God.
we need to have a panel. We need to talk about this, man.
On
We got to
your
talk
live,
What
about
we
it.
will.
What?
We can
What?
talk
Muna?
about it.
Muna.
We can
They
talk.
don't want me to talk about it, man. Trust me. You see the
We can
report
talk
Queenie got
about it.
earlier? They'll get shut down for real, man. They don't want me to get a. Yo, don't worry. Wait till we get some guest speakers. It's gonna be a wrap.
We will do that. You
On a
guys, I don't
different
know if you
panel.
know this, but Ashanti's gonna have a talk your mind now.
Okay, listen, we could do that because I'm the one in my family who's not taking it, and they looking at me like I'm weird. But I'm just like,
They're looking at you like you're what? Yo, show them what
but
happened
I'm
to
like,
that.
listen, I'm the
Wait,
healthiest of all y'all.
show them what happened. Show them
I
what happened
serve
to that
myself.
gentleman. Show
Say
them what
what?
happened. Show them what happened to that gentleman the other day. It's bright as clear as day to see what happened to
What?
him.
I don't know what happened. Can you send the link to the chat?
Oh my God! It
I don't
peeled
know.
off
I
his
stayed away from the
skin.
news for a bit because my mind was going crazy.
Mona, he took the vaccine, and the vaccine peeled his skin off. Yo, I
Like the
don't know,
chicken you find in the grocery store.
I would keep eating my blueberries. It tells them keep your vaccine away
I'm
from
gonna
me,
keep drinking my hibiscus,
girl.
taking my Maltese.
I'ma just travel Canada, yo. That's it. Y'all go to all the different provinces
Like we
and
good.
Yeah,
call
we
it
Oh,
a
good.
you
day.
want to go to Bali? Okay, Google.ca.
I
What am I
can't.
gonna? I don't give a. I'm good.
Nah,
No,
I'm
no,
good
girl.
no,
on
no,
Bali.
no.
No, we're going.
But
Listen,
but
what
we're
we want
gonna
to
travel.
manifest. No, we're gonna manifest is
Hi,
going to
hey.
be space for us. There will be space for us in this world, okay, to travel freely as
Yes, there
non-vaccinated. That's
will.
Listen,
manifest.
honey,
Mona,
I know business. I've been to almost every continent except
Thanks.
one. Okay, one or two. So we're good.
really? Every continent? You've been to
Okay.
Oh, except Africa,
Like,
Ghana.
are we listening to what I'm saying? Or are we just I said except one
Hold on.
or two?
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Higgs, how are you?
How you doing,
Yeah.
Ray?
Higgs, what's going
Does
on?
anybody want to share anything about wealth, your right to be wealthy or anything, or we just that's kind
Yeah.
of it. Like just
The right to be wealthy. Wow, that's deep.
you have the right.
Getting you some chitlins. What are
This
those?
is why. This is why we need to know how to grow our own food. We need to know how to grow our own everything because soon, yo, I'm telling you guys better ante up, eh?
Yeah, even all of that. I guess we could say even there's wealth is in so many different ways. You have nutritional wealth. Like it's so many
Health,
different
health
ways
wealth.
to
You got
define
health wealth.
wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many different ways.
Emotional wealth, mental wealth,
Ooh,
Hmm.
ooh.
physical wealth.
Hmm.
Because
Yo,
it's a wealth is like abundance. Like it's the same, like it
Yeah,
means the
it,
same thing. It's just like we use this word to describe a monetary aspect of it and then this word for a broader aspect of it. But that's
exactly.
what it is. It's an abundance of something,
of
you
Hmm.
every
know. But what I believe
Beyonce.
is more important than the word wealth is mastery. Like mastery is where you really get down and dirty with it. Oh my God, Tian, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're just moving a lot. But
Yo,
you can. He's talking
I'm
about.
sorry. He's looking
Mona, did
like,
you just
hello.
roll, did
Here for
she
these
just
talks.
did you just roll
Yes,
her eyes? Was that for
Nabita.
me? What did you what? Did you see how Mona just you know what? I'm not.
What?
So, do you
It's
have any thoughts
You
about
just rolled your
wealth?
eyes.
Like,
Listen. Okay, here. I know we
Oh,
joke
thought
around a lot, but this panel we're
hold on.
really more serious to focus on the topic. Just we can go around and joke
Okay. Yeah, so
outside of it.
thoughts about wealth as in my ideas or what I do?
you can come up, Linda.
Well, so what we're talking about, we're discussing this
We're discussing the book, The Power of Your
possibility.
Subconscious Mind.
Yeah,
Okay, your phone froze. I was like,
yeah. So we're just talking about
oh,
just the chapter is talking about wealth. Let me see.
Okay.
What is it? It's so this tells me that you were not listening the whole time.
period.
No, I
Um,
was taking notes.
Maybe you
so
should.
it's saying
Maybe,
how
yo,
to use the power of your subconscious for wealth, using your subconscious for wealth. So changing your mindset about wealth and everything. And the other one is just your right to be rich. That's all. Yeah.
You guys,
So go ahead.
Damn right.
You guys follow Linda. She is like yoga. Linda, I want you to come to Self Serve Sunday and put us through a yoga session sometime this month, please.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Oh
yeah, we
my
can.
I'm
God.
definitely down with that.
When I
We,
said, ooh, she was like,
I can't. I can't. I
Oh my
can't.
gosh, that is hilarious. That
So
is
what you
so.
got? Coochie
I didn't
scoops.
know
What you
about
got to
this
say?
Self-Care Sunday, but what is exactly? Can you?
Stop calling me
yeah, so we just take care of our minds, bodies, and spirits. Me and Muna, we
that.
get together every week. Ashanti comes. Sometimes we have guest speakers, and we just talk about self care. We discuss a book. Last year we did Think and Grow Rich. So this year we're talking about the power of your subconscious mind, and we're slowly combing through the chapters and just how your subconscious mind relates to all areas of your life and how you can utilize that power to have things work in your favor.
Oh my gosh, I'm
And
so
so,
grateful.
yeah, and we just have open discussion in regards to today. We're talking about wealth and how you can have wealth. And who has that feedback? You guys,
I'm
if you're not
so
talking, mute yourselves so we can
I'm so
hear
grateful to
well.
have just jumped on here because I didn't know that that was happening, and that's exactly what I've been asking for. Like these are the books, the podcasts, and the things that I do on my own. So to have people to
Oh,
discuss it with, that's
Of
Hey,
course. Yeah,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
well, let's
It's
get together, sis.
oh yeah, it's
Yes.
beautiful. A lot
Yes.
of people utilize this app
I'm
for
very
good,
new
you
to
know.
this, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to send stuff.
Do you have anything
No
you want to
worries.
share in regards to that? Just your subconscious mind and using it.
Well, okay, let me just tell you for one, I have the intention to send you gifts. I just don't know how to. I'll figure that out. But I want to answer your question real quick before my phone dies. In terms of your subconscious mind, this is something that I kind of realized a month ago. It was really snowy, and I was doing all this research about like e-commerce, entrepreneurship, and all this stuff. And it's like you can gain all of this knowledge and have all these tools about how to do these things. But if you subconsciously in your subconscious cannot believe that you are worthy or able or have faith in achieving those things, you will hold yourself back and you cannot get to all of that. You can follow a million people on social media doing that thing. You can take all the courses,
Oh,
do all that stuff, but along the way, if you're taking 10 steps forward and 8 steps back because your subconscious is like, you can't do that, come back here.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to stay
Mhm.
there. So it's
Mhm.
I just realized it's so important to work on your subconscious and train yourself, have that practice within yourself, taking care of yourself and feeling whole, complete and like loved, confident, and then all of that will radiate, vibrates in whatever you do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Ooh, I love.
Definitely agree.
Ooh, I like this type of
that
conversation. Like,
that's beautiful. See, like
Ian.
this is what we need to be. This is
It's a
what we need to be spending our time on. You know what I mean? Using like
Right.
having spiritual growth and building
Mhm.
each other up, like
Exactly.
mentally and physically. You know, like I really appreciate that. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Ian, what you got to say?
I do have something constructive to add to the financial side of things. So
Okay.
I did just enter into my first throw myself into the fire LLC because it's not a small one and
Ah,
it's not the big one, but it's not you know
Hey,
Nice, good
it,
work. Okay.
it's something.
awesome.
If I make it last for a year, I qualify for some really
not if.
You
When?
will. You will.
if I'm
You
If
will
no, listen
qualify.
to them. I'm gonna qualify as far as my finances are concerned. I know.
Yes,
there we
baby.
go.
However, as far as qualifying for a building that is up to code to start an actual position that's more stressful than just starting a business and having inventory and whatnot.
Mhm.
So I'm working anything else financially not so much. But I will say this. I used to work at the gas station at like what, $9 an hour.
Mhm.
And I'll say that like it's a really stressful job, but you can build a community that way in a very
Mhm.
small way. How did
Mhm.
You. I like the way that you think because I was thinking like
everybody?
maybe we have some doubts about like trying to get there, but ultimately you're putting it out there and you will attract like-minded people that will help you and support you along your way. to get to where you
Exactly.
want to be, you know?
Exactly.
And if your spiritual currency is up there,
Right.
you will
No,
be helped. Things will be
that's what I'm talking about
orchestrated.
building.
Yep. And you'll
With
see
these people that I
everything
used to
that
work
you
with,
like.
Yeah.
everybody that comes in there with a scratch off, I would be like, "Oh, you brought me the winning ticket to test your willpower." If you tell me, "Of course I brought you the winning ticket, baby," I'm just playing. Every time a lady came in there and did something like that, yeah, okay, keep playing with it. Y'all was standing right behind her, and the lady behind y'all hit because she said, "Oh, I believe in God, baby. I don't need none of that other stuff." And I was like, "Oh, what do you believe you got the winner?" She said, "I believe it." You know what I'm saying? She ran the whole sentence out where the dude behind her said, "You know what? I'm gonna go with what she said. I believe I got the winner." I was like, "Damn, I just started a whole chain of positivity on accident."
There we
With a,
go. Oh, dang, I'm really happy for you for the LLC you're starting. That's amazing. Listen.
I'm very up for it. Very
Say
up.
what?
And that's a big step, you know, like you committed to, taking it there. It's just like a thought, like you put the action behind it and like
Mhm.
the actual, papers or whatever receipts that you need to get to where you need to be, you know?
Yeah, and that's what manifesting is. Like, you actually have to put the action. So you're just taking the
Number four, you can
steps. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying I want to start a business, like, yo, let me get the LLC. Shit, I haven't got my LLC yet. So I'm just saying, like, that's amazing. But
So,
baby
what
steps.
time is this self-service Sunday every Sunday?
It's on 11/11 Eastern.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah. So
I'm
what is that? Anywhere else? I don't know. 3 hours behind Pacific.
I'm Eastern Standard Time as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So 11/11. Are you from Canada?
Yeah, I'm from Canada, but
Okay.
I've
says you know. She says you know. How my friend says you know. And
Oh,
I
you
know.
know that's a Canadian thing.
No,
You know.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know that.
She's like, I know. I just say it.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, I just say it. I didn't know.
It's hard. They don't know that they say it, but I know.
They don't know that they know, but we know. You know.
We know what we know, what they don't know, but what they don't know is that we know what they don't know, but they do know.
Well, I mean, it's nice to hear from like Americans the things that sound Canadian to you guys because to the rest of the world we sound American. So, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You're right.
To me, honestly, like I couldn't tell who was Canadian or not. Honestly,
I could.
because I guess I'm just so used to being around foreigners in general. So just like, all right.
Have you traveled or what do you mean you're used to being
I am so sorry, you guys. I am